have it.
Let's have it.
Like,
Share.
subscribe.
That's right.
Support a mother that needs it.
Save a
Save
mommy.
a life.
Save a mommy, 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 save a
Like,
share.
okay. Hi, mamas.
Welcome to another episode of Strictly Moms by Debs and Gabs.
Yes, welcome back. And today we're
Mhm.
talking about something that is ongoing. Even right now, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about motherhood and exhaustion and why we are tired all the time. We wake up tired, we sleep
Yes,
tired. We want
yes.
to delve
The
into
sleep
all of
is
those
not
things. And you'll be
enough.
very shocked. I mean, especially if you're not a mom, you'll be very shocked the things
Mhm.
that make us tired.
Yeah, it's
Simple, but
everything
I
and
mean,
anything, and we're
those are
gonna
the
get into
things.
it. Stick with us.
Yeah. Motherhood is so beautiful, but then it can be so draining. Are
Mhm.
we talking about the physical drain, the mental, the emotional, and the financial drain of motherhood?
Tell me about it. It will
All
stretch you on
it, oh,
every front. It will test your
I don't know if
resolve.
you guys can tell. I feel stretched. I think I'm in that place where all of these things, right, are coming together.
Mhm.
My baby, just crossed the 6 months mark, and
Yay!
yeah.
Congratulations on exclusively breastfeeding, because that's part of the
Yay.
exhaustion that we're
Girl,
talking
can we
about.
talk about it?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, is it the breastfeeding part? Is it the loss of sleep? Is it the constantly thinking, okay, this just happened, this has to
The
happen, okay, I'm
mental
going here.
calculation.
Is it the packing for your
Is
baby?
it the counting how many days or how many hours your baby pooped last, so that you can
Oh
know that?
my god. What next? What period should I be making now
Yeah.
to make digestion easy and then finally going for that
Yeah.
baby? It's all
Mhm.
of these things. And
Mhm.
I feel like it cannot be over talked, it cannot be overemphasized.
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't get why this is. I know they know it on the general,
Mhm.
but you'll be very shocked that the things you think is making your wife, your mom,
Yeah.
your sister
Mhm.
tired is not the big stuff.
Yeah.
It's those small stuff.
So on average, did you know that
Mhm.
a mom actually loses 700 plus hours of sleep in the first year?
Wow.
That's a lot.
700.
Yeah,
That's
that's like,
around a month
yeah,
or
that's about a month. So
wow.
imagine,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And
Imagine
then,
not sleeping for a whole month.
and even when she does, there is this thing called maternal
Oh,
vigilance, right?
I think that's the English name.
Yeah,
Do you know that where you are constantly, half asleep, half
half
awake?
awake. So any little
Just yes,
movement, you can already tell. And then apart from
Mhm.
that, there is also the things that you're doing at home, everything that you're trying to also do, especially as a career woman, right? There's a
Whew,
constant thinking, because
girl.
yes, there is the physical exhaustion, but
Mm-hmm.
let's even talk about the mental exhaustion as well, the emotional exhaustion, because sometimes that baby crying and all of that can already be a lot. And then there is also the hormonal changes, that so mixing all of these things together, the emotional changes, the lack of sleep and everything. Now let's even get into that lack of sleep. Guys, there was a day I know that I had lost all forms of composure.
Yeah.
So I was in church. It was, one of our
Oh my
midweek
god.
services, and I was breastfeeding.
Oh.
And after breastfeeding, I gave the baby to someone, and someone carried him, and I just spread.
Oh my god.
And I just
I
opened
caught
my
this
mouth
woman
to yawn.
yawning.
And my
And
friend was like, and I
what's
was like,
going on?
what happened? I'm not even seeing what you're talking about, because I
Yeah.
just lost it.
Is so not like Lillian. She's very composed. I mean, she's so demure, but I mean, motherhood, the exhaustion
As
of
at that time, I
motherhood,
was
right?
like, let me just be. Let all the
I
air
don't even
enter
think you were.
inside me.
I think you were not even thinking about
No,
it.
no,
It
no.
was
I don't
such a
think.
subconscious
Yeah,
act.
yeah.
Because Lillian will be so composed.
Hmm.
I mean, she's a steez
Forget
mama.
composure at that
But
moment.
that shows that motherhood, the exhaustion of it, it gets to
Yeah.
everybody. Even the best of us,
Yes.
do feel that exhaustion.
Yes.
And so forget all the, oh, how are you? I'm fine. No, there are layers and layers and layers of
Tell
tiredness.
me about it.
You see moms, I mean, we do try our best to keep up, look good, dress well. Can you circle back to just last week Thursday, where we both looked like we were just coming from the bed? And things are so not like us.
I
But it's the
think
exhaustion.
yes, I would never. I think over the week I've been playing
Pon-
what pastor,
So
what
our
Mama
pastor,
said to.
they've never commented on how
Yeah,
we
on how
looked.
we look,
But that day they
she
were
was
like,
like,
did you
it
just
is well.
no, it's well. It's
Is
well.
well. She was like, see the way she laughed there, she was like, hey,
I,
hey,
oh, it's well. This is
is
getting to
well.
this. This is getting to these girls.
And right now, my baby is 9 months and he's a
Mm-hmm.
boy and he's a very active boy,
Ayo is
right?
very,
Yeah.
very, very, very
So
active.
he's not nursing in the demure way anymore. He's
Oh
not lying
my
down. My man is
god.
climbing
Oh
staircases on
my
my body.
god.
He's using me to practice
Woo.
his movements. And then so just even that little thing alone, I'm like, God.
But it's not little.
Because yes,
It's
like your
not
baby
little.
is like
You've
10
never really had
kg, 8 kg.
anybody, do
Do
that
that to
around your
you
body.
exactly.
I mean, there are
See your
times where we
baby.
willingly play, use our bodies and all
Yeah,
that, but this is not a
or
willing.
you're in the gym and you're lifting weight, and someone is like, you've carried this size before. No,
You've not.
this size, the object is not a moving one. It's not running away from it when I'm trying to
Oh,
pull it back. So there's even that physical thing, and then there is a part in your work where you're also trying to be
meet
the
up.
best. You're trying to meet up. So these little things add up, and there is that cognitive load, right? It just keeps piling up and piling up and piling up. And mamas, you have to find a way to let that exhaustion out because it will get the best of you if you
Yeah.
don't. Whether you're 1 month postpartum, you're 2 weeks postpartum, you're 5 months postpartum,
Or
you're
five
9 months
years.
postpartum, even 5 years,
Yeah,
right?
because motherhood doesn't
Mm-hmm.
stop. The
You
exhaustion that
have
comes
to
with it.
find a way to just let it out. Because even when you were talking about, I was talking to my sister-in-law the other day, and she was talking about how she has to think about, what the baby would eat. I was saying, if you're single, you can eat rice 5 days a week, but now your baby will ask you,
Yeah,
mommy,
mommy,
rice
what's for
again.
dinner? What's for
So that's even like grown kids. Then for a baby, you have to be calculating this ml of milk, this breast milk, is it enough? This one
Wow.
that the baby has
Mamas.
nursed, is it enough? So no matter the age of your baby, exhaustion is real. And if you admit it, you find a way to solve it.
The part where you're the one calculating, oh, we have to go do this shoot because your baby just turned, just clocked the
Just
six
clock
months
6 months.
mark,
What is
you
baby going
know,
to wear?
or yes. Now it's a daily thing. You know how tough it is calculating, oh, what do I wear today or what do I wear this week? If you're my kind of person that likes to plan, Monday I'm wearing this, Tuesday I'm wearing that. Now you have a baby, you also have to calculate,
You're
oh,
doing everything
what's
for
my
two.
baby
Mm-hmm.
wearing today. And now with babies you have to pack extra clothes. See, there was a time that I think there was a day when what made me cry, what made me break down that day was the load I had to carry for this baby. This is me that used to carry one sling bag
Let
and
me
we
tell
move.
you, I actually packed my stuff one day and I was like, today I must carry that fancy bag. My dear, I got outside before I
Woo.
realized I left my fancy bag at home, carrying only the baby's
I'm
bag.
telling you,
Because
these
you're
things,
packing and
right?
packing and packing. That packing of bag is a big deal.
No, this packing of bag, it really gets to me because you come back. Now there's the packing of the bag, there's the unpacking of the bag,
Yeah.
and then there's the repacking because you have to prepare for the next day. It's
Every day.
all
It's a
these things.
constant cycle.
Now your baby has the major clothes they're wearing out for that day, but you're calculating two or three other. Now that your baby is even much older, you have to calculate, okay, I have to calculate, carry even this number of clothes,
Yeah.
all of that, the diaper, oh, today I have to carry this, oh, I had this period yesterday,
Because
I have to
nobody
carry
wants to be
this
that mama
period.
that is asking people for diaper
Do you
outside.
understand? It's
Mm-hmm.
all these things. I know that we're trying to reel all these things, and we really want to hear also from you. What are those little things that adds up to this big burnout, this
Yeah.
big ball of exhaustion
Mm-hmm.
that you
Mm-hmm.
feel as
Mm-hmm.
a mom? We're reeling out all these things for people to understand what causes this exhaustion. It's all these little things. It's a constant mental load that we're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
And the emotional part of it, I mean, we love our babies. We love our babies so much. We're so
Yes.
grateful to God for it, but
Mm-hmm.
it does get the best of us.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
the fact that in recent times, I personally have been feeling very drained when it comes to work? I mean, even with having help sometimes, someone taking my baby, I just feel like I'm not back into that mental space of being creative
Yeah.
like I used to. I
And
know how I would just get into work and I'm doing this, doing that, doing
And
that. Oh, these are the things I want to check
the
off.
challenge with that is that it's a very big roller coaster, because what that does to you is, let's say you are unable to do the work probably because you're tired from the night, and then you're unable to give your best. Then a part of you is like, oh, I'm not giving my best. And then you're feeling bad for not giving your best. And then that also in its own can now still
Adds a
depress
mental,
you,
yes, it
you
adds
know.
an emotional load
Exactly,
and
adds an
exhaustion
emotional load to
to
it.
what you're already feeling.
Exactly. So
It's a lot.
yeah,
It's
it can
really a
actually.
lot.
But now let's get into, the other parts of it. We understand that it's a lot. And I don't think, every mother has it 100%. But we want to know, when you feel like it's a lot, what do you do? What is that thing that has helped you? What are those things that have helped you when you feel like, it's getting too much? What do you do? Which closets do you hide in? Maybe my own closet is not big enough for me to hide. Tell me, is it
Maybe it's not
toilet or is it
even,
closet that we are
come and
hiding
join.
these days? Yeah, let's all come together, hold hands, and
Hmm.
cry. I saw a video of a woman the other day who was like, there is no how you want to do it, you cry. If you like
Yeah.
have one, have
Yeah.
two, have five, you
Yeah.
will cry.
Yeah.
One way or another, you will cry. But yeah, let's talk about it. What are those things that you do? What are those things that have helped you, to sort of like just ease off
Hmm.
at some point?
So I think one of the things amongst the number of things that I do is try and carve out 1 hour in a day. I mean, it doesn't always hit 1 hour because sometimes you think, oh, my baby's down for the
Mm.
night, and somehow they just roll over and they are coming on to you again to suck and all of that,
Yeah.
which adds to it, by the way. But then, I just try and carve out, even if it's as little as 1 hour, that I
Mm-hmm.
do my own thing. If it's just sitting there and scrolling through Instagram, or just sitting and going over my day, or even just making
Guys,
plans that I may not fulfill at work the next day, but at least I'm like, it makes me feel like, yeah.
that's scrolling through Instagram. That's the thing that will now still exhaust you,
Oh
because
my
you're scrolling
god.
through Instagram when you're supposed to be
To be
sleeping,
resting, or
and then the baby
yeah.
will now still come back. I'm not saying I don't do it, but yeah, that's actually one
But I
of the
think
things that we need to
it's a
learn.
good way to relieve, stress and tension, and
Mm-hmm.
just, I think it's that doing nothingness, looking through things and not doing anything, not having to calculate anything. I think another thing that helps me is maybe playing messages, just,
Yeah, yeah, just
just,
listening to
yes, maybe
messages. Yeah.
play that to sleep, or play
Music as
music to
well.
sleep and
I
all of
think
that.
one of the things, that I'm learning now is not to put a lot in a day,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I would pick like three things that are like the major things that would take my, energy in a day,
Mm-hmm.
and every other thing is bare minimum.
Yeah.
So if there are 20 things on my to do, and I would have the top 3 that I would give all
Or
my energy,
hmm.
and for the other 17 things,
Bare
if I
minimum.
only, yeah, say I want to write a letter and I only write one sentence,
That's fine.
we're good.
That's fine.
And that comes with giving yourself grace as well. We've talked about mama, you just had a baby, girl, you just had a baby, but this is you. Even if you are 20 years into it, just give yourself that grace, that you may not be able to, show up, every time, because people are, latching to you, tying to you, and
Yeah.
it should be okay
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I do. Another thing for me is silence time. Sometimes you just need that space, where
Quiet,
that
quiet
quiet
moment.
moment, right?
Hmm.
Where there is absolutely no sound, no baby crying, no baby cooing. I'm sorry, but sometimes even the baby cooing, not even necessarily crying. And then if you
Yeah.
now have like a baby like mine that shows his love through slapping you, yeah, you're everyone
Mine
is like,
pulls my hair,
yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly. So
that's
if you
not
if you
demure.
even have that, that yes, the baby may not be crying, the baby may even be playing, but that in itself can be exhausting.
Yeah.
But having that silent moment where it's just me, where I remember that I'm a babe, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
and you scroll through Instagram, I scroll through Pinterest.
Oh, wow. I think another thing, something we do share in common with our friend group
Mm-hmm.
is making those calls
Yes.
and just
Ooh,
mouthing up,
girl.
this is how I feel. Or
That
even if we're not talking about
community.
motherhood,
Yes.
we're asking babe, okay, so what are we wearing? I mean, those things that make us
See,
feel
just
like
at
a
that
babe.
moment where you can shout, I'm tired. I don't want to
Oh my
again.
god.
I don't want to. You need somebody to be able to tell you, I
Yeah.
understand you don't have anywhere you're running to, but we
Mm-hmm.
are here. But
Mm-hmm.
you need just, you just need that moment where you're like, what is even this
Oh,
life, you
I,
know?
is it just a moment? Do you realize how in these times it's as if almost every day we have something to complain?
They were
There's
calling each
something,
other. You
yes,
know, we're
girl,
like,
this is what I'm
if you
feeling
know
now.
what
This is how
this,
this
if you know
is.
what just happened, if you know, but it just helps that we have that moment because she's like my reality check and I'm her reality check,
Yeah.
and it's also that thing where you may be thinking it, but there is somebody that is able to tell you to be grateful,
Hmm.
and she's that to me.
Hmm.
And so you actually need that community. Join us so you have that
Yeah.
community if you don't
Yeah.
have, and if you
That's why
do
we're
have,
here.
leverage on that community
Yeah.
and be very open. And if you don't have someone, that is non-judgmental, come to us.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell us, we
We're
don't
here
judge.
for
We
it.
listen, we don't judge. And I think another thing I'm gonna say is it's okay to sit in your car.
Hmm.
It's okay to have those
Those
moments
few
where
moments.
yes,
And I think it's not about having it all in one
no,
ball, right?
no.
If it's 5 minutes where everybody has gone down, but you just sit back and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, do you know that most of the times, because of this exhaustion and the workload, we don't even, sit back. There was one Sunday I came and I told you I didn't even look in the mirror.
Yeah.
So let's not even
I
talk.
saw my babe and I
Yeah,
was like,
what's going on? I'm
see,
like,
yeah. So
yeah.
normally she would come in and like, hey, and we're all chatty chatty. But that day I kept quiet. I kept quiet. She passed me. And then
Oh
I was like,
my
I couldn't even say, how are you? I just said, babe. She was like, I don't tire. Now me
god.
first born. I don't.
Literally, and like like our mothers would say, no, I don't kill my mama. You don't go
Yes, you
kill
don't go.
me. And sometimes not only baby centered. I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
nobody did anything, but something
Yeah.
just brewed from
Yeah.
somewhere,
Because
and it
I
just
think it's just those moments where you remember that, yeah, I can't just wake up and go. Like that's not happening today.
yeah.
You're gonna it's not, no. The thing you did yesterday did not stop yesterday. You can't
Hmm.
just wake up and
It's
go.
a constant, continuous thing.
Yeah. So it's okay to just sit in your car. It's okay to just, play that music. It's okay to just have some tea. Chamomile tea does magic.
Hmm.
Yeah, chamomile tea does magic. It calms you. So go into that. There's no need to actually do too much, right? And I think this is a moment where we have to actually also say, husbands, help your wives.
Hmm.
Like a lot is going on, like we've always been saying, but having that extra help, there is, I can't go to your house I'm dealing with my own baby. I
Of
can't go to her
course,
house
of
every
course,
time.
of
But
course.
I would say, as a husband, help your wife. Be there for her.
Help your wife.
Yeah. Help her. Save that mommy.
Save a
You're
mommy.
the you're the first point. So please
Yeah.
save that mommy. I think
I
that's
think
it.
that's for moms that do have their partners with them. But for
Mm-hmm.
those moms that do not have partners, but you have family, you have friends that might not necessarily be going through that. If there's any way you can take off mental, emotional, financial load,
Yes.
even physical load
Yes.
off of that
Mm-hmm.
mother,
Mm-hmm.
please do. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, your husband or whoever, they can wake up and go. And if they come back so tired, they will sleep alone without that baby latching onto them.
Mm-hmm.
But the mom is the primary,
A hundred
source of care.
percent. Yeah.
And so there's this constant, I have to be up and doing. I have to be, even when
Yeah.
you're sleeping, you have to be up and doing. So please save a mommy today. Oh,
Yeah, if it's your career, if it's in her career, you help her, please do. If it's financial, whatever it is, help her to be at par in everything that she's doing. That's all for now. Thank you once again for being with us, mamas. Until
yeah.
next time, we're still Strictly Moms by
Debs
Debs and
and
Gabs. We
Gabs.
love you.
Bye, mamas.
Hi, guys. We hope you enjoyed
Hi.
this episode.
Yeah.
Share it
Send
to
to
a
some.
mama who
Mm-hmm.
needs this
Yeah.
because it is a community building and it is what is going to save a life. Thank you. We love you. Mwah! Bye.
Bye.